Stories here, but I'm going to start off with Tropical Storm Gordon. We have a tropical storm sitting in the eastern Gulf, expected to intensify to a Category 1 hurricane today before it makes landfall tonight near Biloxi. So that keeps us on the western side. I'm going to talk more about the very minimal impacts that it'll have in Houston coming up next. But first, take a look here. Your umbrella will be needed today as rain chances increase. About a 60% chance by your lunchtime hour. Rain chances even take you through your afternoon. So a lot of you waking up dry this morning. Let me show you on the radar. Dry north of town, in town, and west of town. But what a different story in Galveston. Galveston, you are starting off with some heavy rainfall across the area. Galveston from Texas City, that downpour held together. Now League City, Bay Cliff, you even have some lightning associated there. We do have a flash flood watch in effect for all of our coastal counties until noon. That's why we sent Michelle Choi out on the island this morning. Michelle, what are you seeing today?
Well, Cheetah, it's been raining for about an hour here in Galveston. Fortunately, it's not the heavy stuff yet, but as you mentioned, that could all change within a few hours, which is bad news for the island, including these streets here in downtown. Now, this area was hit hard with flash floods yesterday and delaying businesses and even folks trying to make it onto their cruise ship to start their vacation. Check this out. Some waded through the high water to get to the ship. Some hopped on avocado trucks, and when a lot of folks were ready to give up, get this, Galveston residents stepped up, shuttling passengers with their big trucks to the port for free. And finally, after a 10-hour delay, they set sail and are now well on their way to Mexico. Now, so far, all we're seeing is some light rain and lightning, as Cheetah mentioned, but the roads are wet, which could mean slick conditions. Isn't that right, Doug?
That's right, Michelle. I was looking at Houston TransStar for your rush block traffic, and take a look. This is the Gulf Freeway right near Lamarck, and you can see plenty of rainfall. The road's very saturated, rain continuing to fall, but it's just mainly down in Galveston County, the coastal communities. Closer to town, the roads are nice and dry, so if you're coming in from the north side especially, you're not going to see wet conditions yet. But this North Freeway is slowing down as you approach Shepherd, West Gulf Bank. That's due to a car that was stopped in the left-hand lane. Usual rush hour slowdown kicking in there, down to 24 miles per hour now on the North Freeway at that location. Once you get past that, closer to the 610 loop, speeds start to pick back up, guys.
All right, Doug, thank you. Galveston, we talked about that. That wasn't the only place with flash flooding yesterday. San Antonio had the 10th wettest day in the city's entire history. Some places getting 8 inches of rain yesterday. Leaders in Bexar County, they're asking people to avoid driving there today if possible.
Your Rush Block continues with the day's other big stories, starting with 4 MS-13 gang members arrested for a gruesome murder. Police say the 4 men hacked Victor Castro Martinez to death with machetes in a southeast Houston park in June. Court records say he was working as an informant. Mayor Turner and Chief Art Acevedo expected to discuss this case and announce more MS-13 arrests later today. Wild weather in the Midwest, a tornado touching down in Iowa. The storm system also dumped lots of hail. Several homeowners reported damage, but luckily no major injuries. President Trump escalating his attacks on Attorney General Jeff Sessions.
In a tweet Monday, he suggested the Department of Justice put Republicans in midterm jeopardy with recent indictments of 2 GOP congressmen.
The Justice Department did not comment, but Sessions has said he won't be influenced by political considerations. And some new bus routes and schedules for HISC students today. Dozens of kids in Northeast Houston were forced to walk miles to school or wait at overcrowded bus hubs last week. The district says parents should check bus schedules online this morning. And that is your Rush Block. Let us know what's happening in your world. Just tweet us using the hashtag HTownRush.
Okay, Nike just